Big announcement today right here on Go Island. I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and I'm on location today in the Comox Valley at the Child Development Association, and we're going to be heading outside in a few minutes for a great big announcement by MLA Don McCrae. It's going to be fantastic. Now, coming up in today's show, we are going to begin right in Powell River. And right after that, they are going to let you in on a little information about hunting in Powell River. Have a look.
'Cause your friends are my friends and my friends are your friends. The more we get together, the happier we'll be. Yay!
Have you guys been on TV before? Have you guys been in the newspaper before? Let's see if we can get ourselves in the newspaper. Let's see. I'm old. You don't have to sit down if you don't. Oh, you want to sit down? Okay, you can sit down.
Sophia, you can sit down.
You know, if you want, you can just stand up. That's up to you. What's your name? Sophia. I'm Don. What's your name? Brody. I'm Don. I like your jacket. I'm scary, I know. Okay. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I've been asked to come and do this event today on behalf of my colleague, Minister Cadieux. And one of the things I always try to do is when I'm representing one of my colleagues, is actually help them out by saying what they asked me to say. So normally I don't usually follow script, but if you don't mind, I'm going to read what she's asked me to say, and then I'll go off script and say what I want to say afterwards. So thank you very much for inviting me here today. It's great, as always, to be, and I know there'll be another 40+ years of service coming from this organization. And it is no surprise to me that when we see great educational and child leadership in the province of British Columbia, that the Child Development Centre here is recognized. And so I am so pleased just to say thank you to the staff today and all the staff who've been here in the past. You have made a legacy and a foundation of resources that I think is unequaled throughout the province of British Columbia. So thank you for everything you've done for the Comox Valley. Are you coming up? Come on up. What's your name? Go here, I'll come.
There you go, buddy.
Don't tell your mom we did this. So you gotta help me, I'm getting old here. So I will help you. If you, can I just hold you a little bit? Here we go. Can you grab right here in the corner? You ready? And on 3, you pull, I pull. Ready? 1, 2, 3. Oh, we go this way. Okay, we're gonna.
I'm Mary Ruth Harris, and you're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We're on location today in the Comox Valley at the Child Development Association, and Don McCrae, local MLA, is here. You had a big announcement today, Early Years Centre. This is extraordinary, one of 12 in the province.
Yeah, the Ministry of Children and Family has been really supportive of the Early Years program. I know that they were looking for where the leadership programs are going to happen across the province of British Columbia. I knew my heart we were leaders here, and it's nice to be recognized because the Child Development Centre of the Comox Valley is doing just that, and I'm pleased to see they are awarded as one of the 12 centres. Now,
What will this mean to the local families?
Well, they've always provided great support and resources for the Comox Valley. Right. But now with a coordinator here through the office, they'll have an opportunity to have supports here at the centre, and they'll have 8 satellite centres throughout the Comox Valley. Because some families are either too busy or it's too difficult to come into downtown Courtenay. So if they live farther afield, maybe in Cumberland, maybe in Comox, maybe farther, this allows them to make sure they're getting supports that will assist them in the trials of parenting, you know, and I think everybody could always use a little bit more support.
Yes, we certainly could.
Me too.
Now, of course, we've got the telethon coming up, which is a big, big deal for the Child Development Association, Sunday, November 2nd, and you're going to be there that day, I believe?
I will be there. You know, and
on the
again,
phones?
I know the province supports the Child Development Centre, of course, with funds, as do other ministries, but I know the real reason this organization is so successful is because the community supports it. Supports it with our hearts, but we also support it with our wallets. And I really encourage everybody, if they can, to come out and support the Child Development Telethon. It's an investment that I think is unparalleled in our community.
Awesome. And of course, 39th telethon and 40 years of service. This is going to be the 39th telethon. Think about that for a minute. And how often do you see telethons nowadays?
Well, exactly, and telethons that continually get great community support. And not only that, there is the artistic community that comes out, supports it. The service clubs are there to support it, because I think everybody is touched by this organization, whether it's today or in the past. You know, they've been there for our children, our grandchildren, and they'll be there for the children who aren't born yet today. So we got to make sure we support the Child Development Center today and every day.
Okay, Don, thanks so much for your time today. We're going to take a short break. We'll be right back. I'm Mary Ruth Harris. You're watching Go Island on Shaw TV's Channel 4. We are in the Comox Valley at the Child Development Association, and today they have a new designation. They are one of the 12 provincial hubs for the Early Years Centres. So there's more coming up on that later, but right now we are going to check out events here in the Comox Valley. And with any good launch, of course, comes a fabulous party. So the Child Development Association Centre is now an Early Years Centre, one of 12 in the province. And we're going to find out a little bit more, but first, this story from Campbell River. I'm Mary Ruth Harris here at the Child Development Association Centre with Joanne Schroeder, the new Executive Director. Amazing 6 months. Look what's gone on. And now this great designation from the province, Early Years Centre. What does that mean for us?
Well, you know, I think as I think Tessa Graham, who's the executive lead from the Provincial Early Years Office, said earlier, you know, it really is a bit of an elite group to be part of the first 12 centres in the province. I think the vision of the province is that eventually there'll be one in every community, but the first 12 will really be the pioneers. The lessons that we're learning will be widely shared, and really hopefully lead to a whole new way of providing services for families with young children.
So what's the role of the website? It's different. It's not the CVCDA website. It's a provincial website. Is that right?
Well, the one we have here, valleychild.ca,
Okay.
is actually a local site that will focus on all of the early years services available across the valley. So if a parent wants to find a group, if they have a toddler, they can click on the programs and services and find where toddler groups are offered throughout the valley. There'll also be some parenting tips, some links to specialized services if you're feeling like your child needs a little bit of extra help. So it's really designed to be a one-stop resource for families with children under 6 across the Comox Valley.
Okay. So does that include links to, like, if they suspected their child had anywhere on the autism spectrum? Is there some advice there as well for that?
Well, there'll certainly be a link to some of the specialized services for children with autism, so that they'll be able to contact someone who's very knowledgeable. And there probably, our vision is that there'll also be some experiences shared from other parents whose children may have autism, because often it's that parent-to-parent contact that can be the most helpful.
All right. And so that would include any learning challenges, right? Like emotional delays or preemie babies or like anything, right?
That's right. And we've really tried to set up the website and in the future the satellite centers in the same way that if you really don't know what the challenge is, if you just have a bunch of questions about how your child is doing, you'll also be able to link to a real person who will be knowledgeable about all of those things and be able to steer you in the right direction.
Awesome. That'll be really helpful to have that direct contact with a human being. Now, where are the satellite sites outside of here?
So they're all proposed, and where they will be is every Strong Start Centre in the Comox Valley. So that is about 6 elementary schools around the valley. Aboriginal Head Start program. The Healthy Families program at Comox Valley Family Services. The Public Health Unit. And the Military Family Resource Centre.
Oh, great.
So those are the vision for the first phase of the satellites, but we've got great plans about really growing the satellites too.
All right. Well, thank you so much, and we will see you soon at the telethon,
At the
November
telethon.
2nd. It's
Can't
gonna
wait.
Be so much fun. Thank you so much.
You're welcome. Thank you.
We will be right back. Don't go away. One of the great things with this new designation of being an early years center for the province is the new website that comes along with it. So there's the website, and it's childvalley.ca, so check it out. And if you have young children, or if you know anybody who has young children, preschool age, you might want to have a look at the site. And right now, we are going to explore some new jobs. Every year, there are child ambassadors chosen as the poster kids for the telethon poster, and this year, these two adorable boys, twins, are going to be at the telethon, and I'm going to get to talk to them. Not that they'll have too much to say, other than maybe chewing on the mic, but Mom and Dad will be there as well. So please come out to the telethon for the Child Development Association on Sunday, November 2nd at the Sid Williams Theatre. It is going to be so much fun. It starts at noon and goes till 8. There, of course, is going to be a spectacular silent auction, and right now there is a massive raffle basket making its rounds through the Comox Valley, so make sure you pick up some tickets for that. And also we're selling raffles tickets for the hockey tickets as well, because we have tickets for a Canucks game that we are selling off. Well, the Child Development Association is selling those as well. So there are a myriad of ways of how you can support and be a part of the telethon day. So stay tuned for more information about that. Thanks for joining us. Have a fabulous Thanksgiving. From all of us at Shaw to all of you, happy Thanksgiving, enjoy your families, and be safe. We'll see you next week.